Da 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 da. Project Spark Day. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's just sad.
Take it away, Lady Lex UK.
I'm not taking that away. I'm just. Oh, hang on. Hey, YouTube is sparked into life. Way. Excellent. I see a picture.
Saying we need a we need a theme song for the Project Spark Dreams theme. Project Spark and Dreams Day.
Yeah. Well, hmm.
You're
We
creative.
have to wait. We have to wait and see we hear what the dreams music is going to be because we haven't heard anything, I don't think, about what what sort of it hasn't got like a theme music that I can pick up on.
Yeah, we have no idea.
No, we've got no idea. Could be anything.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode, we forgot what number it is, Project Spark co-stream with SuperSonic and Lady Lex UK. Lady Lex, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine, and you've still got that busty bikini-clad woman there who, honestly, she needs to put some clothes on. It's winter.
That's okay.
Um. Uh.
What's up,
Anyway,
Frosty?
I am good. I'm good. I'm just getting over having to take antibiotics for my damn tooth. So hopefully it's not going to do it again until they can take it out because they're taking it out on the 12th of April. Now I don't know if that's going to affect our stream at all. It might. I might not be able to speak for a few days. I don't know. Because they're whipping the wisdom tooth out because it's causing me anguish.
Oh,
So
you're gonna get sedated, aren't you?
no, no. Apparently they're just gonna give me local and then pull it out.
Awesome. I mean, that's not awesome, but I wanna remind everyone that, we do have controller share. It's a new Xbox feature. So if you are on your PC, laptop, or a smartphone, you can take control over the game if you press the button at the bottom. It should say share controller. Let me check real quick to see if this is set up right.
I'm really looking forward to the time when we've all got that so that I can share some of my stuff as well.
The hell, that says I'm not even signed in. We're gonna go to a loading screen so I can sign in real quick. Sing the Project Spark song while this happens.
Sing the Project Sparks song?
Yep.
Which one?
I don't know. We gotta make one up pretty quick though.
What the do 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 do. That one.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that.
Oh, I always turn the damn music off after a while because it gets so infuriating with that Project Spark music. You just want to kill yourself after a while. It's
You
just
know,
awful.
if you look at my thing, like past 2 days, I've been having trouble logging into Microsoft. I don't know if this. Oh yeah, someone share my controller now. Hold on, I guess these. Oh, I muted that one. Oh no, someone took control of my Xbox, so they're probably gonna delete all my games now.
Well, that would be bad. Well, I can't have people doing that. You see, now that's a worry. If they can go into your game and delete your stuff, that wouldn't be good.
I'm gonna tell this person to go to YouTube to hear it. I keep forgetting this is the kind of the way we have to do it. We have to stream it on because co-stream is still super laggy on Mixer, or else we do it that way. But we have to kind of do it through YouTube is the best result that we can get to where we can show both our stuff. Hi, Graphic God. Graphic God says hi, Lady Lex. Let's talk to Lagras Benz. Go to YouTube. Okay, maybe he'll see that. I hope.
I put that on my stream as well. If they want to see the stream, then they should come to YouTube. Not that it sounds particularly professional right now because we're all over the place and nothing is really happening.
Oh my god, graphic card just tipped $3.
Hey!
Yay! Wait, everyone cheer. Yay!
Does my avatar not do sexy dancing when people give money?
Hold on, I'm gonna change it right now. That's a very good idea.
I'm encouraging bad behavior now. I shouldn't be doing that.
Let's see. You must have sexy dance. Where's right stick?
Did you see there was a video somebody posted up recently said why I miss Project Spark? Did you see that?
What did it say?
It said why I miss Project Spark was the title of the video. It's on YouTube, and I had a look to see what somebody thought. Why do they miss Project Spark? And it was a video of something I never saw in Project Spark, which was two people doing it. And somebody rounded the corner, and there was two people at it in this like dungeon.
What do you mean? What do you mean at it, LadylexUk?
What do I mean by what I mean? I'm not going to spell it out. You'll have to watch it for yourself. It's just like, I see. I don't think I miss Project Spark for the pornography. That wasn't what I came to Project Spark for. And if I saw any of it, that was coming straight off. I didn't like Project Spark corrupted in that way. Though if other people got fun out of it, I suppose. Fair enough. But it was like, oh dear God.
I gotta see this video.
Do not put it on the stream. I'm not recommending that. So I'm just saying.
Wait, was it in the club or YouTube?
On YouTube.
Yes, we're gonna showcase that next week. I can't wait.
No, I wouldn't recommend it. But I must admit, I didn't see an awful lot of bad behaviour on Project Spark. I think most people were very good, and
except me.
Or the developers were very quick to take stuff down. I'm not quite sure which it is, but I think they were all pretty well behaved on Project Spark. There was a few dick volcanoes and fountains and things early on.
Did you say dick volcano?
Yeah, dick volcanoes. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. You know, dick-shaped mountains and fountain.
My goodness, somebody
made some dick-shaped goblin things. Actually, they sort of wandered around. I saw that once. It's like, okay, children, honestly.
I would never do anything like I would never make a Sony motion controller or anything like that.
That's right, exactly. It's not something that you would do because you're an adult, right?
That's right. Here.
I must admit, I mean, I was sculpting a mountain and I was busy putting and I looked at it and I thought, oh dear, that doesn't look great. I'm gonna have to change that because that looks a bit phallic. Because it's so easy to do. And I expect teenage boys, when faced with a creative app of any sort, is the first thing they're going to draw, the first thing they're going to make. I mean, you give a man a piece of clay, and he immediately squeezes that clay into the shape of a thing. That can't help himself. And women too, unfortunately.
I'm quite offended. I would never do such stuff. I think it's the first thing. It's the first thing. Then afterwards, you will calm down and start making lovely things. But to start with, the first thing. That's only like the third thing I made. You're judging too quickly. Wait, okay. Graphic God says that's all the money. No Tim Hortons for me today. I'm gonna faint now. Is that a coffee place? Is it a coffee place? I don't know. Graphic God, what are you talking about? What is a Tim Horton? I'm
It
not.
sounds like a cafe or a restaurant or something. Is it? It's not a burger, is it? I don't know.
I have no idea. But before we get into your awesome game that you made and stuff, and if any, I want to remind if anyone wants to take control over this game, you can't do it on Lady Luck's game because she's not an alpha program yet. God dang it, the Sony dildo's in my way. Let me move it.
There you are. It's a coffee place in Canada. There you go.
Oh, gotcha. That's
That's
why I
what I
don't know what it is. Um, I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna faint
People
now.
want to take over your game, they can, but
Oh,
once we get
no,
mine,
let's continue this conversation about tea. You said Americans don't drink tea properly.
no, you don't drink tea properly. No, you have your tea bags on a piece of string and a little piece of paper, and on the end. And I've seen them. I've seen them on the telly. I've seen them on films. I've seen them on television programs. You got this cup of water, and you stick this tea bag in it on a piece of string, and then you leave it, and I see people, they drink it with the tea bag still in the cup. What are you doing? That's the most ridiculous thing.
It's
That's
America. We have
that's not how you drink tea, and they don't put any milk anywhere near their tea. No wonder they think it's disgusting. I'd think tea was disgusting if it didn't have any milk in it. Yuck.
milk and tea.
Um,
Are you crazy?
what?
That's
That's how you
disgusting.
drink. No, that's how you drink tea. That is the proper way to drink tea. A little bit of milk. Some people like sugar in it. I've weaned myself off the sugar, so I don't have sugar in it anymore. But, cup of tea, a little bit of milk. You don't put lemon in it, and you certainly don't leave the bag in. I'm honestly, ugh. And I'm sure the temperature of the water's probably all wrong as well.
Oh,
So,
Mixer's acting crazy again. That must be a European thing, because we
well,
take
if he's in Canada, they know how to drink tea.
we like us in America. We don't really give a shit about tea. We just care about coffee.
You fought a bloody war over the damn stuff. How dare you say you don't care
No,
about
we
tea?
didn't have a war. We just had a tea party.
You made such a fuss about it, and now you don't care about the tea? How disgraceful.
We just don't like taxes, so we have tea
We gave
parties.
up your damn country over tea.
Let's, okay, look, Legroski is taking control of my character. Okay, we're controller sharing now. Let me fix the camera for you. Okay, go, Legroski. Or, wait, that does that doesn't even look like his name. Lagros Benz. I'll say Legroski. So he's controlling my stuff right now. He got on the Sony dildo stick. He's controlling my guy right now. I have no idea what country he's in or anything, but this is such a cool feature. I'm glad that everyone will have this feature in a couple months, and hopefully Mixer gets rid of any lag and fixes all their other problems. But
Absolutely.
it looks like he's using all the buttons and he's enjoying the Sony vibrator.
We're going to have to think of a way of getting our viewers to interact with our games when we do the stream, when it's
Absolutely.
when
Oh,
it's, when it's
that's what I
good.
was gonna say. After you show your awesome stuff, I'm gonna set up an obstacle course and see if people can do it. Like, from what I'm seeing on my Xbox, if you just go to Mixer, you're gonna see the stream a lot better because, like, from what I'm seeing on my PC, it's lagging. But if you just go to Mixer, you'll see the stream a lot better. You just won't be able to hear us. And Graphic God said, "It's bigger than Starbucks here, but not as good. My tea bag doesn't have a string, a bit of milk." You put milk in
Okay,
your
I see.
tea too?
Yeah, Canadians know how to drink tea.
What the
There we
hell?
are.
I've never
Yes.
heard of milk and tea.
What?
I've,
What?
I've heard
See,
of
this
like,
is, you haven't lived. You haven't lived. You're drinking your tea wrong. No wonder Americans don't like their tea. They drink it wrong. That's the problem, you see.
how do you drink tea without a tea bag?
No, you have the tea bag, but you let it brew. Then you take the tea bag out. You don't leave it in there because then it's just going to start tasting really disgusting after about 5 minutes. You don't want to do that. You want to
Well,
put the tea bag in the water, let it brew, then take it out.
Well, if we make a pot of tea, of course we don't leave tea bags in it.
We leave tea bags in a pot. That's okay.
Yeah,
But
we do
not
that
in
when
the
we're
cup.
cooking it.
Yeah, but not in the cup. You leave the bags in the cup and then drink it with the bag in the cup. I've never seen anything like it. Just awful.
I think everyone doesn't know how to drink tea besides Americans. you, you act like you're from Europe, and Graphic Guide acts like he's from Canada or something. I don't understand you guys.
Yeah. Uh, did you just insult me by saying I was from Europe?
No, I love you. I love Europe. There's a guy called UK Daz that lives in Europe. You might have heard of him.
Does he? He's called UK Dad. Does he really live in Europe?
No, I think he's from Australia, actually.
You can't trust anybody's username anymore. It could be anything.
That's true. What is he doing with that dildo stick? I mean, the motion controller stick.
Motion control.
at
Well, he's
least
having a good old. He's sailing it. Why not? And he's.
okay, while he's sailing that, we're gonna go to your. It looks funny doing that. He's controlling all the buttons though and the cameras and stuff, so that's pretty cool. So, we are going to go to your mixer. What's your name again? I'm just kidding. I could never. Forget
Well, I downloaded some of the new games that were available on
They-
the Xbox for free if you've got gold, and Superhot was there, and I thought maybe you could play Superhot on Project Spark.
This chick can do anything. She made. I'd called her a chick. She made super hot. It didn't even take her like a day, and she figured it out how to do it.
Oh, it hit. Come on, hit him. Ah! It was bouncing. These damn things are bouncing off each other. I'm hitting the bullets. Come on. Oh no!
Restart it, maybe.
There we go.
Oh, you got it. Good job.
But by bad shooting.
And like I said, there is. We still get mixer lags a lot, and hopefully mixer will be fixed. But hold on, I got sneeze.
Oh, I managed to get the bullets to stop
Excuse
me
me.
there. Yay! I've killed him.
So you actually put the mechanic that whenever you move, then the world moves, right? Just like
Yeah.
Superhot.
Yep. So he's not going to die unless I move about. There we go.
Super
Uh,
hot.
And that's the largest it will let you do text on Project Spark. That's it. That's the largest it will go. Isn't that awful? Why did they give us such small text options?
Well, you could
Anyway.
use props to do it, but it wouldn't look as good.
So, you have to have a special gun and a special set of bullets. So, in here, this will turn all my enemies red, so they're the right color. And this is putting the super hot up when they're all dead. So when my enemy count is 0, it's gonna put super hot up on the screen. So that's what that box does. So that's the little bits and pieces. Now in my player, what I've got here is I set up. I thought it was going to be a simple matter of just changing the wheel pace to 0 when I'm not moving, etc., etc. But if you set the wheel pace to 0, you can't move the camera either. So I had to have it so that you can move the camera when you're, because that's how it works. Because you don't move, but you can move the camera. So it wouldn't work with the wheel pace. So I had to work out another way of doing it. So I set up an object set so that everything in the world is all of the objects, but not me and not the bullets.
Is object sets kind of like a Boolean variable thing?
No,
Kind of.
no, an object. No, an object set is a like imagine it like a big box. It's a box of stuff. So this box has got every object in your world, minus your player, minus the two bullets. So that's an object set. It's a box of everything. And then I just go through everything in that box and set its pace to 1 when I've set my Boolean to play. And otherwise, if my Boolean is not set to play, then the pace is 0. So everything else is the same. I've equipped the cartoon SMG, which I've altered so that it doesn't fire the bullet casings.
Whoops. Stop. Okay.
Oops. Hello.
No, go ahead. I don't know. For some reason, like I can't even sign in a Mixer. Good job, Xbox.
Oh, no.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so when you're not playing, you're displaying the crosshair. So when you're not moving, you're displaying the crosshair, and then when you press the right trigger, you can shoot, but you shoot a bullet at a speed of 0, so it doesn't actually move. It doesn't go anywhere when you shoot. And so you can see here, when you left stick and move, then play equals true, otherwise play equals false. So it's all set on whether or not play is on, is true, or play is false. If that makes any sense to anybody. So here are my bullets. So here's my player bullet, which has got I've attached a stream to it, which I've coloured blue. And now this is how difficult it is to grab things when they've got big attachments to them. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
It's a pain in the butt.
Come on. I'm going to grab it. Oh, I keep grabbing it and then it keeps moving off. There we go. So for the player bullet, when it's a projectile, I'll set a Boolean that says fired equals true. And this is a normal projectile bit of code, says that forward equals the velocity. And then when it's fired, this is just a debug code for me, so ignore that. When it's fired and woodland peasants play is true, then it's going to move with flying at a speed of 100 and pace equals 1, otherwise the pace equals 0. And when it bumps any of the objects in front, then it will damage it 50. I think this is the problem I've got with the bump, because I had it as just an ordinary bump, and what was happening is the bullet was hitting my player, which is like, no, that's no good. So I might have to alter that, because that bump objects in front means that sometimes it doesn't actually hit the goblin. So I might have to change that. Might change that bump so that it doesn't hit the player and damages anybody else. So that's that bullet, and then the bullet for the enemy slightly different. Its forward is the wooden peasant's backward vector, so that you're facing forward and it will move in the opposite direction because they're opposite me. This is all very complicated when I can just say it out like this. It seemed simple when I did it, but
no, it's good because like if someone watches that, then they can just like kind of watch it over and over because like this is all Greek to me. but I mean, so, there are like advanced people that know how to will understand how to do all this, yeah. And if they watch your other tutorials and stuff, you're like one thing you are is like a very good teacher in Project Spark and coding and stuff. So definitely check out her channel and. I mean, you'll get it. Just keep watching her videos, and you'll totally get it. So it's awesome.
I'm getting better at them. Mm-hmm. I wasn't very good to start with.
I didn't even know what a Boolean variable was like a month ago. So. Oh,
good. Well, there you go. Now the enemy brain. This is what this does. So let's go to the top. So I'm equipping with that amended gun. I'll show that in a minute. And then I'm also incrementing an enemy set by this goblin, so I know whether I've killed all the goblins or not. So it will remove him from that set as soon as he's dead. So it'll add him straight away, and then it will remove him when he's dead, so that I know when I've killed them all. And this is all standard. This is actually the follower brain, but I've changed it to be team 2. So if anybody ever wanted to know how to make more interesting enemies that fire guns and things, just use a follower brain and just change the team. That works just as well as trying to create your own one. So when my enemy is not dead and I'm not dead and the wooden peasant's play is true, then he'll fire. But instead of firing the bullet, he's going to fire this logic cube, which is just a decoy. And then he'll create, he'll start to increment a shot number. And then when that shot is increased, then he'll create a bullet. So that bullet reacts like it's a projectile, though it's not a projectile. Because I found that if he fired it as a projectile, I couldn't get it to stop for some reason. It would fire and move regardless of anything else going on. So I had to create the bullet and get it to move with flying rather than it being a projectile for the enemy. It worked perfectly fine for the player, but it didn't work for the enemy for some reason. So
how the heck did you figure all this out in one day? What's going on in your brain? You're like a genius. You should be like a game developer on Unreal Engine or something.
No, I'm game developer on Project Spark. This is the only thing I know how to do, and that's because I've played it and played it and played it and played it. Your brain starts working in a weird way when you're doing with Project Spark. You get to understand some of the quirks and things, and sometimes you do stuff and you go, "That's not working," and I don't understand why because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I was working on a trapdoor, and it wasn't killing anything that fell in it, and I couldn't work it out. And then it was like, "Oh, I've got 2 tiles round the wrong way," and that's all it was.
I gotta say though, like Project Spark has the best tool system I've ever seen. Like I've looked at Unity, Unreal, like everything, and the tool set is just amazing. It just works so good. Whoever the Team Dakota, you're freaking geniuses.
Oh yeah, it's a shame they've thrown it away. To be honest, it's a fantastic thing. Code. Anyway, this is my my gun. This gun is exactly the same as normal. I just moved everything under that as a child line, woodland peasant play, so that these casings don't come out. Otherwise, the casings were coming out even though he was frozen in space. The bullet was still creating casings. So I managed to fix that. So there you go. I'll play it again. Maybe I can get
hot.
Maybe I can shoot him better this time. Right? Okay. Whoa. Oh no! They're firing at me.
Oh god.
Oh.
I want these people on PC to put this in I forget what it's called. There's a app that you could play regular games in VR, like you could play Project Spark in VR, but no one's done it yet.
There we go. So I've shot him. He's dead. It does work. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. So I'm quite pleased.
For one day, that's pretty good. Let's see that again. Do you have multiple levels, or is that the only level you got right
it was just the mechanic I was working on, so that's it. That's all there is to it. I didn't make a full game of it, but I could do easy. But yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll make a bigger game of it, and then people can play it. But yes, that was just me working on the mechanic of it.
Yeah,
and it's
really impressive.
It does. Sometimes I like to play about with game mechanics. I like to play a game, and then quite often I find myself playing new games to me, and I'm looking at it and going, "Can I make that in Project Spark?" "Ooh, I can make that in Project Spark." Ooh, I was playing Destiny the other day, and it was like, "Oh, all of these invisible land that keeps make it made visible, so you have to jump from platform to platform." I thought that's easy. I can do that in Project Spark, no problem. So after I finished playing Destiny, I just put Project Spark on and just made a quick game mechanic of platforms disappearing and appearing. I mean, it's I can't help
Do you
myself.
have it
I
on
can't.
there still? I want to see it. Wait,
Uh,
do you still have it on there? I want to see that.
well, I might do.
Graphic God said, I play with you guys, but I need to continue to be abused at work.
Oh no! What
Poor
sort of job
Graphic.
does he have that he gets abused at
He,
work?
he's a
That's just horrendous.
he's a male stripper.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
The girls make it rain for him. I'm just.
Uh,
What do you do, Graphic God? I forgot.
is he not a graphic designer then?
He
Like
makes
trade?
he makes tea with milk in it.
Of course he does.
I'm gonna have to try that now. No one in this house has ever heard of milk and tea. Don't get it. Okay, so this is the Destiny thing.
Yep.
He's a multimedia developer. Nice.
There you go. So I did different methods of actually creating land when you go through a gate.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So there's lots of different ways in the code that I did it, because there's lots. Some of it looks exactly the same, but they're different methods.
Hmm.
So I worked out completely different methods of creating land. So sometimes they would be created in some logic cubes. Sometimes they just turns the visible and the collidable on and off. So you could just put them in place and just turn the visible tags on and off. Easy. Some of them are creating this prop here. This one I think I'm growing land. I grow land out of it. This is the grow one, I think. Yeah. Oh no, this is positioning. This is creating a vector variable in a specific position that I want, and then creating the prop where I want it to be. And this one, it's in that logic cube. This one grows the land. This one adds terrain and grows it into position. And this one just this is one creates that prop in two different places where there's logic cubes. So this is the same method, this one and this one, but obviously I've used logic cubes as positions for this one, and I've used vector variables for positions for that one.
Awesome. I want everyone to keep in mind too, when Dreams comes out, this is going to be the place to see lots of cool tutorials for Dreams as well when that comes out for PS4.
Absolutely, I'm gonna be. I've got a website all ready to go. So as soon as Dreams starts off and people start making videos, tutorial videos, I'm gonna collate them all and pop them on my website. And hopefully, once I've worked it out for myself, I'll be doing tutorials on Dreams as well. Unless, of course, I can't do it, which is a possibility, of course. Just because I can do Project Spark doesn't mean to say I can do Dreams.
You can totally do it. I have faith in you. She's got the whole Project Spark, everything archived. It's in the link in the description, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, I'm working through the props right now and finding out all the brains that are in all of the props and all of the assemblies. And then, and in some cases, I'm trying to improve on them and make them better. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working through all the props. I've got to W. W is the next ones I'm going to be doing. So I'm nearly finished. I've nearly worked through the props yet. So then I'm going to be working on the special effects and logging all of those. So my website is sort of like a big encyclopedia, really, of Project Spark. It's got everything in it. Hopefully, I'll have everything in it. I tell you what, though, I am fascinated after we found out that the flag is missing from my list of props. I'm fascinated on knowing which props I've got that you haven't got, etc. I'll have to work out a way of
I think I have everything. Because I thought I lost all the bog stuff, but I still have all that too. So the one thing I am missing
in the gallery.
This is, yeah, but this is what stumped me to not make anything this week is because I need to get a Connect adapter. So if there's anyone out there that listens, just
they're not that expensive.
Bullshit.
Well, I went and looked it up because I knew you were complaining about it, and I'm thinking, well, I don't understand. Why can't you find a nice second-hand Connect?
Like, no, the Connect's easy. It's the Connect adapter. Because Microsoft stopped selling them, so now everyone has them on eBay for like $200 or $300. It's freaking nuts.
I don't know what you mean by the adapter.
Because you have to have it if you have an Xbox One S or an Xbox One X. They didn't put a port on the back for the Connect.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, the Connect's you could probably get a Connect for like $30, but the adapter is expensive. It's like almost cheaper to buy an old Xbox VCR big OG Xbox than doing it this way to get the adapter. So it's crazy.
No, that's madness.
It is madness.
You should never have sold it. What a silly man.
Shit. It's not funny. Hey Clement, are you still watching? One thing I want to do before we leave is make a little obstacle course and have someone do controller share. So I'm going to go to my thing real quick. You could actually do this, LadylexUk, if I made a little obstacle course. So we're going to go back to my thing real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stop streaming, shall I?
You
don't need us anymore.
I
can stop streaming. There we go. I've stopped streaming. Right.
I lost my channel.
You've lost your channel. It's this.
I found it.
Disaster.
It's all that tea, I tell you. That's because I didn't put milk in my tea. I can't find it.
That's right. You're not putting milk in your tea. This is you're just not drinking it properly. It's quite fascinating. I quite like watching on YouTube videos of people, Americans, eating British snacks and British food and stuff. And sometimes, honest to God, I got accused of being a troll once. I mean, that was like 6 years ago. Some guy did a eating British food video. And I swear to God, I think he must have been doing it. I don't know if he was doing it on purpose, but every single item that he had there, he was eating wrong.
Give an example?
Well, he had a digestive biscuit, which he decided would be good with some squeezy cheese.
I don't know any of the stuff you're talking about.
But he had some aerosol cheese that you Americans have. The squeezy cheese. The cheese in a can stuff. And he squeezed this disgusting mixture.
Cheese whiz?
Yeah.
Okay.
He squeezed it onto this biscuit. And he went, "Oh, that's disgusting." And I'm thinking, well, yeah. First of all, that's a sweet biscuit. That's a sugary, sweet biscuit that shouldn't be anywhere near any cheese. Secondly, that's not cheese. I don't know what that disgusting vile stuff in the can is, but it's not cheese. And then he had. You Americans think it's hilarious. We have a dessert called spotted dick.
What?
Yeah. Okay. It's a sponge. It's a cake mixture with fruit in, and it's called spotted dick, and it's an old-fashioned dessert that we actually in Britain do not eat. We haven't eaten it, I think, since the 70s. It's one of those old-fashioned desserts that nobody eats anymore because it's highly calorific and it's the sort of thing people ate during the war. But you can buy it in a tin. This is why people don't eat it anymore. I mean, they were buying this thing in a can, and what you do is you put it in a saucepan of boiling water, and you boil it for like half an hour or something, 40 minutes, something like that, quite a long time. You boil it in the can, and then you open the can up and you eat it. It's a hot pudding that you have with custard or cream or ice cream or something, right? And he opened this tin of uncooked spotted dick mixture and took a spoon and took a spoonful and went, oh, that's disgusting. I'm thinking, well, yes, you haven't cooked it, you silly person.
Have you had any spotted dick with your tea today?
But I don't see. This is the thing. Everybody, Americans just think this is what we eat. It's not what we eat. It's so far away from what we eat. It's unbelievable. I can't remember what else he had. He had yeah, baked beans. He had a can of baked beans with sausages in. In fact, I think he had something that Heinz makes, which is a rather disgusting, supposedly English breakfast in a can, which is absolutely yuck. It's like little bits of sausage and egg and baked beans in a can. It's not very nice. I don't know anybody who buys it. Anyway, he bought this and he was eating that cold. He hadn't heated that up. And I thought, well, quite frankly, if you're gonna eat some food and not cook any of it and then tell us all how disgusting it is, then it's more for you. I mean, can you imagine a load of British people deciding to make a load of American food things? So British people eating American food and then took loads of your food that you would normally cook before eating it and ate it raw and went, oh, it's foul and disgusting. It's like you'd all be pointing fun and poking your finger at us and going, you're idiots. You've got to cook that.
I don't think I could eat a spotted dick. You're never
gonna. It's okay. It's a sponge pudding.
It's not okay.
It's fine. It's just a name.
You're never gonna hear the end of this now. Just saying.
Oh, we've got worse though. We've got worse things. Toad in the hole. That's delicious though.
What is that? Jesus.
It's just sausages in a crispy batter. That's all it is. It's nothing. It's sausages in a. How do I describe it? It's a Yorkshire pudding, which you probably never heard of either. It's a sort of how do I describe it? Sort of like crispy. Parts of it are like pancake, and parts of it are sort of crispy. It's a sort of batter. Anyway, you cook the sausages in it, and it's called Toad in the Hole, and it's delicious. And but we have silly names for stuff like Bubble and Squeak. Bubble and Squeak is also delicious.
We have frog eyes.
Frog eyes? What are they?
You take ham and then wrap them around a pickle and put cream cheese in it.
You put ham round a pickle and stuff the pickle with cream cheese?
Well, like a slice of a pickle.
A slice of a pickle and some cream cheese and some ham.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds okay, I think. How do you keep the ham from falling off?
You gotta wrap it around and the cream cheese kind of like keeps it in place.
Oh, right, okay. So do you have sliced ham? I didn't know you had sliced ham. Like
of course we have sliced ham.
Well, I don't know.
Wait, Graphic God says, are you playing Fortnite now? Molasses? What? Hold on, I gotta go back up. Graphic God says, I need to connect. We have Blueberry Grunt. Have you ever heard of Blueberry Grunt?
A blueberry grunt? No.
Okay, he also says, are you playing Fortnite now? No. Does this look like Fortnite, Graphic?
Well, have you seen the attempts at making Fortnite though? Actually, in the club, that there's a guy that's busy. There's a few of them actually busy making Fortnite stuff.
No, but before we go, I want to see if I can get in the club because this dude's making an awesome Metroid Prime game, and I wanted to show people that. Okay, hold on. My favorite food is called nonair. Is that French?
Donair.
And he
I
says,
don't know that.
Clement says, I love snails and butter and garlic.
Oh
Gross.
no, I had that once. Never again. No, I don't like it.
I think
But then I'm not keen on seafood anyway.
I
Garlic
love
and snails
seafood.
are a bit like that.
Love,
Snails counts as seafood. I know it's not really seafood, but it's the same sort of thing.
I got to turn this guy
Um,
into a side scroller, and then Clement, do you want to test this out, or do you want to test it out, LadylexUk?
uh, oh, I haven't got access to it today.
Okay.
I've got, I've got unless somebody else, unless you haven't got anybody to play it, in which case,
Hopefully I set everything on the correct access. I probably messed this all up. Oh no, it's okay. Good. So if someone can play, I want to see. You really don't need I don't think you'd need your mouse for this. Oop, I need to lower those stairs. Hold on.
okay, here we go then. Is it just a button to jump sort of thing?
Press A and over. Lady Lex is playing my game right now, all the way from across the world. Oh,
Oh
she
God,
fell. Jump! Get out of there, Lady Lex.
I, 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 how do? Oh God, how do you supposed to? You can't move and jump at the same time when this controller thing. You can only do one button at a time.
Are you using your Xbox controller or the touchpad
No,
thing?
the touchpad thing. So I
Oh,
can't do it.
here
So I'm gonna have to stop.
I'll press over for you and you jump. Here, I'll restart it.
Oh, right, okay. That's right. I'll do the jumping. You do the rest of it. Right. Okay. Go again then.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Little
crumbs.
crumbs.
There's
Oh,
there's a, there's a delay. There's a big delay between me pressing the button and him actually doing it. Oh, that's horrendous.
I want to see how long the delay is, though. Okay, I'll get ready to go. Like a 1 second delay, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Right. I literally got to do it 1 second before.
They'll fix it, though, hopefully.
Oh my God. That is so hard. Whee.
Go for a swim.
Right. Well, that delay sort of makes it. I mean, if I certainly makes uh, uh, an obstacle course like this a lot more difficult to do with a delay like that. Oh dear. Hmm.
Yeah, they'll have to fix that for sure. I mean, it's still in beta, so it's not released to everyone, but hopefully they fix it in a couple months.
I mean, you
But
can work it out, but I mean, you have to.
but still, Mixer, come on, like I'm looking at my PC streaming right now from my Xbox, and that's
I'll stop.
laggy too.
Okay, I'll stop sharing now. So anybody else wants to have a go?
Okay, let's look at my horror ride again real quick. That's why I stopped making this, because I need my Connect. I had to have sound effects. I need the Saw guy to talk during the ride. Um, Hold on, let's read chat. Clement says, is doner related to the Turkish donor?
Like a doner kebab.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's spiced beef on a spit, shaved off, and served on a pita with diced potatoes and then tomatoes and onions, and smothered with a doner sauce, which is made up. Yeah, that sounds like a doner kebab.
What is this? The cooking show? He's from Europe too. You guys all speak the same kind of lingo and stuff. Like we just
Oh, a
eat,
doner kebab.
we just have
It's a,
hamburgers and stuff over here.
oh, it's drunk food. It's what you have when you come out of the pub
Oh,
and you're
I like drunk
absolutely
food.
full of alcohol, and then you go to a doner kebab house and you have a doner kebab. That's the only time I've ever eaten one, and I didn't enjoy it.
I gotta see pictures of this stuff.
Oh well, doner kebabs. Yeah, well.
Okay, Graphic God says it's a spice beef. Wait, did you already read this?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah,
Okay.
spiced beef on a spit.
So, do,
Well, a doner kebab, it's meat on a spit. I'm not even 100% sure what meat it is. I think it's a mixture of all sorts of things, which doesn't sound too great, does it really?
stuff,
Mystery meat on a
stuff like
spit.
that does sound great after you're drunk, though. I'll eat.
Yeah, when you're drunk, it's amazing stuff.
I'll eat anything when I'm drunk. Um, Revenant Rant says, "Well, my first Project Spark stream. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. If you have, I am controller sharing. It's a feature that's coming to Xbox, so you'll be able to play on like laptops or tablets or your computer or probably even your Xbox. So you'll be able to play each other's Project Spark games. If you feel like testing it out, you're more than welcome. There is a button that says share controller. You should be able to see it. Graphic God says you need to make a Sonic level but have Mario run through it. Nice. Oh, there's a challenge for you, Lady Lex.
What, to make a Sonic level with
Sonic.
a Mario in there?
Yep.
I, mm, I tell you what, platformers is so not my thing. It's not something I play myself. Don't play a lot of
Did you
platformers.
hear that? She said she can't do it. I never
I
heard
well,
her to say that before.
I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm saying I don't really want to.
I think
Um,
once you start doing it, you'll get into it though.
I'm not keen on platformers, and I'll say. And there are some really good. I mean, back to the team club. There's there's some Sonic. There's a guy making a Sonic level on there that looks pretty good. He's working on it. That looks pretty smart. And then his Sonic looks quite fun. He's got nice. But there's Ed Witos. I wouldn't pronounce how he did the most amazing Mario levels on Project Spark. His
Oh
levels were
yeah,
great.
yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, he had the music and everything. That's all he seemed to do is just make loads of copies of Mario levels. But because I've never ever played any of them, I don't know how accurate they were to the actual games. But they seemed to me that you was trying very hard to make them as accurate as possible. So
Hey, check this out. What we're gonna do right now. Um, Hold on. Let's read chat. If France 100% of restaurants are doner kebab or similar, I hate it. He says.
oh, how come on? In France, surely not. They're famous for their cuisine. They wouldn't have all 100% of their restaurants being doner kebab. Surely not.
I want a doner kebab now. That sounds delicious. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, I am going to get rid of Mixer, and then give me like 1 minute, and then we're gonna go to the Project Spark Team Club and look at some of the creations people have been making because they're freaking awesome. Our heads might disappear out of the circle, but that's just the way we gotta roll. Wait, our
It's a
heads are
shame we
still
didn't
there.
get any dinosaurs. I was really hoping we were going to get some, but we didn't get any.
Oh, graphic guide, I just noticed that was the problem because I minus the Google chats. That's why your head wasn't popping up because hers isn't popping up now. See, I learned something. We learn something every day.
Mm. I really wish that the people in the club were a little bit more interactive so that we could have little competitions and things.
Oh, me
Because
too.
because people are like they're really up for it, and then well they say they are, and they like it and they're up for it, and then nothing happens. It's like oh I thought people were getting into that and thought we might get some stuff, but ah well, never mind.
Yeah,
I loved running the competitions and in the forums when I did them. Some great things were made.
absolutely.
Some of the competitions that I got involved in and did, they were really good. People were really, really creative. It was amazing. Sometimes people will do stuff and you're like, wow, how on earth did they do that? Is that
Absolutely.
Sea of Thieves? Is that Sea of Thieves?
No,
There we
no, we're
go.
not gonna pay attention to Sea of Thieves. I do like, who was that, oh god, I forgot his name. Not Mescad, Lucid Stew made that Sea of Thieves thing. It was so
Oh
good.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
freaking
he worked
awesome.
really hard on that on Project Spot for ages.
He's gonna be getting into Dreams too, it sounds like. He's been
Oh
posting
yes,
videos
definitely.
of it. So,
Yeah.
he's really
Yeah.
good. Let's see. Where's the club at?
Because
There's
he's studying computer science, isn't he? He's he's actually a developer. He's studying to be a developer, I think. So so he should be able to really utilize everything. But my frustration is basically because I've learned a skill in a game that's pretty much defunct. And although we're all still having a lot of fun doing it, it's just I wish it was more. I wish it had been more popular and had stayed. But
Look,
there you
everyone. This is Project Spark Team. If you want to join it, just go to Xbox and send us a request. Whoa, there's 609 followers and 534 members. That's pretty cool. So
That's
we're
over 1,000 people. That's fantastic, isn't it?
absolutely. But like people keep coming on here and they're like, "We're so happy people still support this and stuff."
Now
We're
people still buying it. You can still buy the game. Don't think you can't, it's all done with and you can't get it. You can buy it. You can go on you can go on eBay, you can go on Amazon, you can buy it brand new still, the game from various places, all wrapped up in its cellophane.
yep. Look at this Metroid thing. That's awesome. Yes, we're all getting dreams. We are us too for sure. We're getting dreams.
We're getting dreams. I bought a PlayStation specifically to do it. I've hardly played my PlayStation. My husband is really enjoying the PlayStation. He's the one that plays it right now, but I'm just waiting for dreams. Not played hardly anything on my PlayStation at all.
Okay, there's probably some audio. That's his ship landing. That's one of his cutscenes for his Metroid Prime game.
Isn't it cool?
Yes, I want to see some of the gameplay he has for it. Who was that? Legendary Hero X. That's a screenshot. Where is Legendary Hero X? He's got some cool Metroid Prime stuff.
I find that if you look at the stream through this, you don't get all of them. You don't get all the posts.
Yeah, I'm seeing some that I'm missing. I don't see his other Metroid Prime stuff. No, I wanted to show that off because I thought it was really cool. What is this? Hold on, I see what this is. I see a disco ball. Come on, Xbox. Xbox works great except for anything on PC on Xbox. It doesn't work very good.
So we get lots of new people all the time, and that's good. And they're creative and they're making all sorts of things. And I mean, look at this. I mean, it was amazing. Somebody posted on my YouTube channel and said they didn't believe that there was anything in Project Spark that didn't look like Fable. And when they played Project Spark, that's all they could find. They never found anything else. It's like I don't know where they were looking.
I know, like, I hate it when people talk shit. They're like, it looks like something on Project Spark. And, like, there's so much stuff on Project Spark that people haven't even considered even looking at. It like, really irritates me when people say that.
I mean, it did have a certain look to it, and it wasn't appealing to a lot of people. But I mean, people should have just got round that. It's not. You could still
But
make
still,
what you
like,
want.
I've seen, like, exact replicas of, like, Ms. Pac-Man and, like, other
Yeah,
games. Like, I mean, you could even tell, like, it was Project Spark. It looked exactly and played exactly and sounded exactly like the arcade.
yeah. I mean, it's the one thing I'm worried about for Dreams is that the tools look to me like you're going to be able to create whatever you want, and I don't know what will happen with copyright issues because there are certain individuals, companies that don't like having their stuff made by fans. They don't like it, and it would be bad if
Yeah, they'll get past it because, I mean, even in like Xbox 3D Paint, like everyone's making other stuff. Look at this. I want to see Goblin's Overwatch stuff too if I can find it. Look at these characters. They're freaking awesome. He's so good with characters.
Yeah.
They look awesome. I hope his Overwatch characters are on here.
People made some really interesting stuff, and it is a shame that we can't. But we're going to be able to play each of the stuff. We're going to be able to stream, and
What is this? This looks
yeah.
interesting. I would love to. Sometime we should like do like dedicate the whole last half hour of other people's stuff on here.
Yeah, sure.
Or at least we'll do like the latest, maybe 10 videos or something.
Oh, if I remember rightly, this is supposed to be a futuristic London where there's been some sort of apocalyptic
Yeah.
something or other.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah, he based this off London. I remember that.
yeah. I think what's amazing is there were people that were creative, not just visually, but could do the coding as well, could do both things, could do amazing environments and also amazing game behind it as well. But I think when we get to Dreams, I think it's going to be much easier to collaborate with people, so that if you're not that good at creating the brains and the mechanics and stuff, then you're going to be able to work with somebody who can do that part of it, and you can do the molding and vice versa if you're good at that other part.
That's what we were supposed to do with Project Spark, but the multiplayer never worked.
No, multiplayer was terrible. I mean, the times that I tried it, and it would desync itself all the time. You do know it's 10 past.
Oh, it is. Okay, so let me see if I can. I want to see if I can find his Overwatch stuff real quick. I had something important to say, but I forgot. That's my ADHD. Oh, so like I also wanted to mention that on Dreams they said that they're not looking past you guys tomatoes. I want to see what this is. They're not looking past wait, we already did one of his. I want to find someone else. They're not
Is
looking.
that the one where the balls fell off? Yeah, that's Technog. Is it Technog? Technog?
We'll take a look. But
Yeah,
they said they're not putting out the possibility of us being able to sell our games on PlayStation that we make on here. So
yeah, I know that's nonsense, and I think we can just ignore it. That's a developer's pipe dream. That is complete nonsense. I think we should just ignore it.
how dare they get us excited?
No, honestly, I think it's a case because they said that about Project Spark.
Oh, they did they?
Yes, everybody says something similar about in the future we could develop something, blah blah blah. It's rubbish.
Oh my god, I know what we should make. We should make Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
That's for.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, Willy Wonka. That's a good idea.
Okay, for next week's gonna be Willy Wonka, and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, but we are gonna wrap this up. Let me mute this. So, Lady Lex, you want to tell everyone where they can find you and what you've been up to and all that stuff?
All right, I have a YouTube channel, LadylexUk. I'm looking for 2 more subscribers to hit my 100 subscribers. Ooh, it's exciting. Woo! My YouTube channel, I've got tutorials and some playthroughs and some other stuff. And I'm looking for some really good advice about comments about what sort of stuff you'd like on my channel. So please leave comments saying I think you should do this, that, next thing. That would be good. Um, I've got a website, projectspark.co.uk. That's for tutorials and articles and an archive of Project Spark games. I've got over 700 games in the archive right now. I am adding all the time. If you've got a game that you specifically want, have I got 101? When did that happen?
You got
Oh, it happened
101.
while I was.
Oh,
It
everyone's
happened.
subscribing to you.
Whee!
Nice. Good job,
Whee!
guys.
I'll have to find out who my hundredth subscriber is. That obviously happened while I was online. Whee!
Yes.
um. What else? Yeah. So, anybody got any games that they want to have put in the archive and I've missed them? Let me know, and I'll add them. Otherwise, I'm just working my way through YouTube trying to find as many as I can. And that's it, really.
Awesome. You can find me here and just look at all the links in the description. You'll see everything, and we will be here next Tuesday morning for you guys. And definitely check out Coffee Casuals and Consoles after the show in like 30 minutes on Oh Snap It Smells channel. And tonight is Yoshida Gaming News. It's gonna be awesome. LadylexUk, you gotta stay up and come up on there. It's gonna be fun.
What?
We need a girl on there.
Oh God, it's too late for me.
It's
It's
okay.
really late.
It's okay. Just stay awake. Okay, we'll holler at y'all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye, everyone.